How are you doing? It's Martin from Gardens for Life. So I'm going to give you a quick update just on the nursery. So this is actually the new nursery. We'd been using the old nursery, which is actually only 3 years old, but it's at our house. We'd been using that throughout the summer, every year, or even throughout the growing season, I should say. We've been starting seeds there because we can keep an eye on them every day. And we're really happy that we didn't actually use all of this space that you can see behind me here. During the summer now this year, because in June we had a fierce heat wave here, probably about 25 plus degrees, maybe even up to 30 degrees Celsius for about 2 or 3 weeks. Now we're happy to have the hot weather, of course, and everything out there in the garden beds, in the no-dig garden beds, actually did fine. And of course our mulched areas, for example the wood chip island, they did absolutely fine. They didn't even need to be watered at all. But anything that we were keeping indoors, like seed trays for example, are almost impossible to keep watered. So now in early August we're going to start using this space here, this greenhouse, to start some more plants. One more wave before the end of the growing season, and then we can use those coming into the winter. So this is the new nursery, and there's a potting table just here, basically just made of scraps, and you can see there's a bit of elephant garlic drying here. Oh, this is the biggest one here. Look at the size of the cloves. Yeah, we're going to have some of that available on the website too shortly, and we're going to have a video about it. So all these trays here, actually at the start of the year we were growing just mashuas here on this side, and a few other bits in the middle, and just ochas on this side. But next year we're not going to bother with mashuas indoors. We're just going to put them, plant them outside directly. They're just a type of tuberous nasturtium, and you can eat the leaves and the tubers. So at the moment I'm just cleaning up some of the casualties of the heat wave. These were just some plants that didn't make it, and here's some echinaceas even that didn't go beyond the heat wave, so we're going to just discard those and make space for new plants. Yeah, so these are the echinacеas, and they did pretty well. They grow very slowly though, and they also need a lot of water, and we're going to put up some of them on the website too. Like, we haven't just gotten around to that yet, but they're about the right size now. And some of these red hot pokers as well. These are actually the French ones. These are a very long tritum ones, a different variety. So we're actually preparing this space for our workshop, which is coming up shortly, and we're going to try and see how much we can fill it up with seed trays and trays of soil blocks as well, so that everybody gets a go of both. And we might even time it and make a video about it to see which is quicker. I think I won't tell you about it now. So tell you about it in the video when it comes up. So this is the specimen area, the indoor micro indoor food forest, as we like to call it. But it's mostly figs and some apios, which is a ground nut in the corner there, some saltbush and lemon verbena, some Chinese yam or cinnamon vine, it's also known as. How tall they grow. And these are the Madeira vine or heart leaf. You can see they kind of are shaped like a heart. They're very thick leaves, so they're kind of like spinach. Very nice to eat. There's the apios over there. They're coming on strong. That's their second year in here, and we had those from about 3 or 4 years ago. These are some yacons, and of course we do interplant some other plants in between. For example, goji berry and a few fig trees here. These are the trifolia. Really nice to eat, these ones. Kind of a citrusy flavour. Of course they're in the oxalis family, so they have oxalic acid. Very nice, added to a salad though. And here is our work area, where we have the table here temporarily, and some boxes that need to be potted up, and a few plants that need to be boxed up and wrapped. Thanks to you guys for ordering some plants from us. Really appreciate that, and we'll try our best to give you the best possible value we can. As you can see, all healthy looking. They'll be going in here now, and they'll be sent off on Monday. That's what we do. And here's all of our garden tools if you'd like to see them. At the moment it's raining though. I will take you outside in a short while if it stops raining. I don't have an umbrella on me. And show you the plants and the rooted cuttings out there. Here's just a Paulownia tree. But look at the size of the leaves, they're huge. They're about a foot in diameter or more. And it's just in a 30-litre pot. But it definitely could do with being planted out. It probably will actually. Oh, here's a poppy that had gone to seed. And we're going to use that for seed saving, and then actually use the seeds over there and actually start new plants from those. And this bed here has not been done yet, but we'll get to it. Now you can see, geez, the pumpkins down here. You probably saw that in the other video about the 4-month-old no-dig garden. Alright, it's kind of stopping to rain now for a minute, so I'll just show you here. This is where we keep all our potted plants, where they grow on for a few months, and then they're either potted up or moved on, or possibly kept until the year after, in order to just pot them on, or maybe even plant them out. Some of them have actually rooted down into the ground. As you can see, this rhubarb plant is huge in comparison to the rest of them. But we've made some space here, so hopefully we can fill it up again with fresh plants. We did actually lose quite a few plants to that heat wave. You couldn't keep everything watered enough. We only water by hand mostly, but we do have a pump as well, a 12-volt pump. And these are actually some oregano plants. You can see we've lost probably about 20 plants out of about 40 out of those. Valerian did very well. We didn't lose any. And the rhubarb too. An old heat wave is always a good way to find out which plants are actually drought proof and which ones are the hardiest. Even for cold in the winter too, these plants have actually overwintered here as well, so they can do -10 and +30 anyway. We know that much. But it's really good to know that those plants have already been through all of that, and that they're definitely very hardy. This is where we keep some of our rooted cuttings. We usually start those at our house, and there's some black currants and a few other bits and pieces. We're going to start using those and pot them up or plant them out. We just root the cuttings in crates of potting soil, usually something fairly sterile and something that doesn't have too much fertility in it, and we just get the cuttings from here. Places like these in our gardens, all our perennial gardens. For example, this is a blackcurrant plant, and you can see here's some new wood, which we would call the green wood is obviously called softwood, and once it kind of goes hard, it's semi-hardwood, and usually beyond mid-July. And we can use that. That's really easy to root, and there are certain techniques to it on how to actually turn those into plants. It's pretty easy with most of the plants here. Even gooseberries too, we can use those self-seeded kale plants. It's actually red Russian kale or red Siberian kale. Anyway, it's not a tour of the woodchip island. So yeah, I just want to give you guys a quick update. If you have any questions about propagating plants or about our nursery or how we do things, just give us a comment below and give us a thumbs up if you don't mind, if you like the video. Thanks a million. See you at the next one. Bye bye. Some colour.